Ramza will be able to take his turn though,
But
and
still,
make sure he's out of the way.
Poe takes out a incense. Is it called a decanter? Like the thing you swing on the chain and do the incense.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's shaped like a metal raven skull, and there's just like a green noxious gas coming out this, and then it's like with your vast magical knowledge, I could assume you know what I am doing. Just kind of give a laugh as he's preparing Cloud Kill. Uh, you know all about this magic I am about to cast on you, so perhaps you start talking in our favor if you can right now. I'm not sure how the whole monster works.
Basically, the whole monster is complete powerless, but
Your
we said,
mind is still active.
your mind is still active. Basically, you
It's
just
still
trap
telepathy is what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Yeah, they still got telepathy.
Uh, all you'll hear in response in your mind is laughter.
You got laughing in your head? Come on now. Get out of here.
And and an image of you being crushed to death.
Yeah, I've been through worse.
So you're gonna hold actually casting the spell though until Martin Realms to get their turns.
Yeah, just so you know they have their fun. Oh, and I still have my winged bull as well, don't I?
It failed its save, right? So
Oh yeah,
it needs to make a save.
right. That's all it can do. Where did I put my? There they are. There's my tray. Yeah, it didn't make the save. All right. Go on, fellas.
Oh, what'd it get?
I got a 6 again.
Yeah, it definitely failed.
Actually, no, I got a 0 at first, but it has an intelligence of 6. Is where my wires got crossed.
And that's no bull. Actually, it is. Damn it.
Mert, go ahead and make your save for your mind blast.
No puns allowed. Okay, guys? Come on. None of that.
Yeah,
None of that.
Common ground.
And that's an intelligence save again?
It is.
Intelligence.
Remember, you've got advantage on it too now.
Okay, let me roll again. Either way.
What'd you get? I'm
31.
Yeah, you pass either way.
Rolled a 31. My God. Yeah.
So you still can't do anything this turn, but you're able to up and I'll say even let you move out of the way of Cloud Kill when Hope cast it. Ramza,
It's my turn to go smash things? Let's go.
you've got a giant, big bruiser creature that has continued to keep growing, guys. It's sitting at about 22 feet tall now.
It's 22
when
feet tall. That's
When you first saw this thing walking up towards you, Ramza, it was only about 9 feet tall.
I think I know what's going to happen here. We're going to bring it down to size. Okay, Chris? We're going to bring it down to size. We're going to, one, bust out with a rage as Ramza just looks at this thing, gets really angry. And then I need everyone to picture the scene in Thor Ragnarok where the Hulk in the Hulk sees Surtur, or Suitor, and he just says, "Big monster!" And that's essentially what Roms is doing. He's just like, "Big monster, yeah!" He's just like, "Let's go. We're gonna go ahead and hit the big monster." So bonus action rage, and yeah, we'll roll a bunch of attacks at advantage. There's a 1. There's 2. That's 3, and one of them was a crit. I don't know if it has a head or if I can reach it at 22 feet. But I'd imagine Ramza just says big monster and just starts taking bone saw and just goes into the leg for the first hit. Jumps back up for the second hit, just like, big monster, no more head. And then, yeah.
I'm imagining Ramza like coming up with like actually like slicing one of its legs. It goes down on the knee, just using the knee to like step up and cut the head off.
It was on the 3rd hit too, so sequentially this really does make sense. Go into the rage and we just start chopping it down to size, literally, and then we take down its head. It's back. Big monster's not around anymore. And we smashed.
All right.
We did it.
You just
My
think Ramza
accent
covered
surgeon
in
and
blood
inflict pain on these guys laughing at me.
All right,
as-
big
as
monster
the
dead.
dark black viscous blood just rains down over Ramza.
Yes.
As, the head detaches and it starts spurting out over him.
Yep. We killed it. That's action, bonus actions, and everything we got. And then I guess in terms of if there's any movement available, since this is theater of the mind, I go find the next biggest monster to kill because that monster sucked.
Well, that'd be all that's left right now is the 4 mind flayers that Poe's about to cloud kill.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna go look at all those mind flayers and look at them squid faces, and they're gonna get the bone saw pointed at them.
And Poe, that makes it your turn.
Yeah, you see, Zebrut was a lucky one. He went quite quickly. Very impressive, Ramza. And they'll give a little clap before snapping his talons as like the floating incense just glows as these skeletal ravens appear, like incorporeal. They're like, see-through incorporeal. I think that's the word. Just flying and pecking and like making these. Well, if I'm allowed to alter their fucking thing, their body right now, like making fucking like massive boils and shit. Sores appear on the mind flayers. I wanted this to be painful for them.
I like the description.
That's why I went 8th level, because fuck these guys.
You said they get a saving throw, right?
Yes, Constitution 25.
Oh yeah, we already determined that they can't pass the con save, so they auto fail.
Do mind flayers need to breathe?
No, I think they can do whatever they need to do.
I'm pretty sure they need to breathe.
Breathe?
Still, this
I think they can.
creatures are affected even if they hold their breath or don't need to breathe.
Oh, I don't know actually if mind flayers need to breathe.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says don't need food or air or water.
All right, this will be 8d8 then.
Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
That's 49 poison. Wait, no, 39. I can't math. I'm stone.
But
Still
and
big number.
oh
Be
how
happy.
no resistances or anything like that outside of their magic resistance. So that's going to do a lot of damage to them. You said it was 39. They're all still going to be up, but
39, but yeah, that definitely hurt them.
yeah, they like these boils and things start popping up and are covering large things of their body. You see them pop and ooze out pus. And everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is it a magical dexterity saving throw?
No, It's going to be 22.
Is this something that I see coming? Because I'm just a barbarian. I get advantage if I see it coming. Or
No.
I do not see this coming. Feels bad. Ramza is just so monster hungry that he doesn't even get to roll at advantage.
22. Jeez,
18
that's-
actually still isn't shabby for a deck save.
Oh wait,
Oh,
I'm next to Mert.
Oh, if I'm also next to Mert, that like massively passes then, yeah.
So that's a 30.
What type of save was it? Was it, Chris?
dexterity.
Man,
Um,
I would have failed by 1 if it weren't for that aura.
do I have to roll it?
I got 38. No, a 34. Sorry.
Well, you're in your shell right now, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
So you're prone already. This is to see if you guys stand. There's about to be a bad earthquake.
Oh, okay.
You got it. This was to see if you guys fall prone from it.
And I think Corinne is got a special thing that she can't fall damage. Yeah, reaction, but I don't know if because I'm in my shell. I have a reaction slow fall, but I don't know if I can use it while I'm in my shell.
No, you gotta get in. It's like an action to get out of your shell. So
Yeah, so no.
All right. So, to the I can't remember. Mert, did you roll? What did you get? Mert?
Really? Wakey, wakey, hands off Snakey.
They're all in the sleeping room.
bro,
I'm
hands-
awake. I
hands off-
turned down my
hands off,
computer.
Snakey.
One of my
You're-
kids came out and said it was really loud.
You're ridiculous. Hands off, Snakey.
Uh, what'd you get on your deck save?
Probably like a million.
28.
All right, so yeah, everybody passes. Poe, as the boils and legions start coming up on these mind flayers, your mind just starts getting bombarded with messages from them, and so you just hear that terms like we've released the large one, and the Sun Eater is coming.
Bigger monster?
And the ground beneath you guys shakes. You see stones coming and dust coming loose from the ceiling above. You see a few stones fall down from above down into the street of the city, and one of the buildings close to you is about 15 feet above you. When all of a sudden, eyes seem to open up all around it. Hundreds of eyes placed in random locations, staring out. They seem to shift and change. The irises going from feline to human to more reptilian, then disappearing altogether, only to reform in another location. As it reaches that tall height, it comes back down and seems to expand out, crushing the buildings beside it and turning them to rubble. Before springing back up, a huge amount of mass coming up under it, till it sits about 10. The top of it sits about 10 or 15 feet. The whole base is around 20 or 30 feet wide. The eyes keep looking around and forming and reforming. Mouths start forming and just letting out loud primal screams that sound like an animal in pain. So everybody roll a sanity check.
You know, I do not regret wasting my 8th level spell slot still. It was cool. And I wanted those guys to hurt for making fun of me.
But I do need everybody to make another dexterity saving throw.
Do I see? Does this one
Magical
like known,
dexterity.
or what's up with this one?
This one, yes, Ramza, you will very much see this coming.
Advantage. A 17.
19.
Oh, I suppose I should let you know the difficulty. This one is another 22.
Well,
Should-
I don't pass this one.
Do I roll too, Chris?
Yes, you are going to need to roll on this one because
Yeah, just making sure.
you're going to be targeted.
With
Does-
Mert's aura, that's a 30. Sorry, Melissa.
I got a 20. I don't know if I'm close to melee.
Just say you are.
Just say you
Okay.
are. Okay.
Yeah,
This is what happens when it's
Oh,
theater of
this
the
is-
mind. You gotta just say, like, yeah, of course I'm close enough.
We've been pretty loose with it anyway.
Of course I'm close enough within
Okay.
that range. Absolutely.
So what it is? Who? Poe, are you our only failure on it?
I suppose.
Uh,
Mine's just
uh,
gonna
uh,
get grabbed and picked up in the air.
Bad inspiration, bug. You can use that on a saving throw.
Oh, I can?
Oh yeah, you do. So you got another chance at it.
I probably
Yep.
should.
So re-roll and roll a d10 to see how much. Or you just, or alternatively keep your previous roll and just add and roll a d10 and see what you get. Either way.
I think.
And
I
you
mean,
only
I got-
need 3, so D10's got a good chance at bumping you up to what you need.
Yeah, I mean, I only failed it by 1, didn't I?
It was 22. You said you got a 19, right?
Oh,
So yeah, you just need a 3 or more.
hang on. What do I get to? Okay, I get +4. I rolled an 8. 12 plus Mertz is 21.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you're at 21. So yeah, you only need a 1.
All right.
So burn that.
I'm gonna roll. Here, I'm real nervous, but here goes. It's a 3.
It was just the 19.
Actually, it still would have passed if it was 19. Awesome.
So
Math is so bad today.
let me roll some damage here. And I believe everybody passed it now.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
So
Though I like the idea of a kaiju picking me up and everyone having to save me.
you guys are going to manage to avoid being grabbed and grappled by these tentacles.
Oh no, I actually failed my save.
Uh, and you're going to take half of 41 damage while avoiding them. Just getting slapped around a little bit or having debris that's getting thrown around hit into you. And so yes, you have a giant, roughly 55, 60 foot tall kaiju monster. Uh, it has dozens and dozens of tentacles that have uh, sprouted out from it and are whipping around in all directions at you guys as these eyes keep forming and reforming, and the mouths keep screaming these primal screams at you.
Bigger monster.
Go get him,
It-
Tiger.
Uh,
The mind flayers were right to laugh at me, but still no regrets. Maybe slight regrets, but I can count on my team. I know that.
and you
My
can see
team.
this thing does seem to keep growing as well. And not only, oh, I forgot when I told you guys you're taking 20 or the 20 damage on that.
Mhm.
That's bludgeoning damage as well. Because I know that
Oh boy, good thing I'm a barbarian and raging.
now. Mm-hmm.
That means I have to make a concentration check.
So I take like half of half. So I take like 5 because I passed and
Oh, that means
Yeah.
well, technically I do too, but I don't think we need the cloud kill anymore.
Well, keeping that up and keeping them held is a good thing because this thing is technically coming in right before their turn.
Arguably, if its tentacles entered the cloud kill area, would it be affected?
We're going to say no.
I've got an advantage on concentration checks because I've got Warcaster, but I don't want to roll advantage because I got the nat 20 on
Yeah, so
my
you might
concentration.
be better than that anyway.
Yeah.
uh, and one thing you will notice as it's growing and expanding out and going over this rubble, everything it touches seems to kind of sizzle a bit and start breaking down, and almost seems to add to the mass of this thing. It does. Let's see. We've got all 5 of you here tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
More or less.
let's see what order you are. 211, number 1. Freight, number 2. Mert, number
Oh,
3.
jeez, I forgot the
Friend,
fucking
4.
bowls.
5.
The bowl would no longer be
6
done.
minus
I don't guess let's do tonight. Okay, so what? Oh, jeez. Okay, so how much total damage have we taken for if we pass the rolls?
For that, it would be 20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, and the other one was just so. Yeah, I think
And
I
the
think my
other-
bowl's bloodied at this point.
All right, so let's see. It was number 3. So Mert. What's your AC, Mert? It's 20, right? Or do you have like a higher than that now?
Wait, with concentration spells, you can only have 1 up at a time, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I would have had to dissummon the bowl. So never mind. Everything I just said was bull.
Stop laughing.
Ah ha 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 ha.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna have to steer this session back in the right direction.
I'm gonna slap you.
So, Mert,
Don't have a cow, man.
your AC was 20, right, Mert? Mert.
That dude is like so AFK.
It's probably just a horrible children time.
Oh. Uh, Never mind. I can look him up. I have his character sheet.
You do.
Dun dun.
That's the power you hold as the DM.
I have everyone's character sheet. We're gonna put some of the old school level draining whites in here. 3 of them hit him. I think that was something I remember that was supposed to be like in really early D&D, like certain creatures could actually
Level drain. It's a big thing in Pathfinder First Edition as well. Like
I know
negative levels.
I remember that was a thing in like the first EverQuest game too, like EverQuest back in the day. You actually lose some of your experience every time you died, and you could actually de-level yourself by losing enough experience.
Basically, the way it works in Pathfinder, I don't know how it works in Second. Like, I don't know if it changed. It basically, if you go negative levels lower than your actual level, like if you get to 0, you actually die, and you become one of the creatures leveling you, or and because like ghouls can do it, and ghoul if you get like it's usually undead, if I remember correctly.
And Mert takes 41 bludgeoning damage and 17 acid damage. Oh, so let me write that down. All right, so that is going to be its turn. And Wicked, you still have the cloud kill up, right? Does that do anything on that does damage on the Mind Flayer's turn, right?
Oh, sorry, I was looking at a different spell. Weird.
Or does it do damage again, like on your turn?
So the fog moves 10 feet away from you at the start of your turns, rolling along the surface of the ground. The vapors being hidden in the air sink to the lowest level of the land, even pouring down openings. And then if it's the Mind Flayer's turns again, then they would take the damage again.
Oh yeah,
On their turn.
I forgot. The damage they were taking wasn't until their turn came up. So yeah, they're not taking it again because this is technically when their turn happened. And puts us back at the top of the turn order. So, Mel, You're hanging out in
Mhm.
your uh,
Mhm.
you've got
Um.
tentacles flying all around, ripping up the ground around you.
Um. First, she's gonna get out of her shell, and then she's gonna summon. I don't know if I can summon this because I used the action, but I don't. I have 2 actions, I think.
No, you got an action and a bonus action. So if it takes an action to get out of the shell,
Mhm.
it's a bonus action. You can only use anything if you got a bonus action thing.
I don't know if this is a bonus action. It's Oh, yeah, it is a bonus action. I summon a healing spirit. I summon the healing spirit. So you cast for a nature spirit serves in the 5 feet cube, either range you see. It's fail based. So when the spell ends, is this time in the first for the first time on turn starts, you can cause a spirit to restore 1d6 hit points. Restore 1d6 hit points to the creature with no require. So I'm I'm summon that.
Uh,
So
so it sounds like basically you could summon it next to a person and could heal the person next to it.
yes.
So who are you going to put it next to? I think
Well,
I have no idea who's most damaged right now. I know
me
you
and
took some damage on,
me and Poe. Me and Poe.
and Mert just took a pretty decent chunk of damage.
I'm gonna literally sacrifice myself and literally give it to Poe because we need to keep our healer up. Is it or is it? Yeah, we need to get our healer up. So I'm gonna literally give it to Poe.
All right.
Do I have to hold this, or is it? I think
Now,
I have to.
the only thing you can reach in of this thing from where you guys are right now would be uh, the tentacles that are around you. Like the main body of the thing is
Mhm.
coming out of the ground 30 feet below you guys and is uh, probably 15 to 20 foot from the edge of this this ridge you're on.
Mhm.
So ranged attack, stuff like that will hit pretty easily. Ramza's probably gonna have to fly over there or something.
Oh, when Wicked's turn, it's that. So
uh,
the spirit. So is it when Wicked starts his turn, or is it when it moves to Wicked's turn to heal him? I think it's its first time on turn. Okay, we're just thinking of how the hit it does it. Sorry.
Alright. So that's all you're doing this turn, though?
Yes.
Charlie, what are you doing?
So I'm holding concentration, so I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast on. Who's the most damaged, like on their side?
On, well, all of the, um, Illithid have taken the same amount of damage so far. Because,
And
all,
and the
all of
big
them have gotten
and
damaged.
the brutish thing is down, so it's just a big thing in the mind flayers.
Yeah.
I'll shoot the mind flay closest to me.
All right.
Oh, crit!
How much damage are we looking at for this guy?
So we do crunchy crits, right?
We are.
So that's 15 damage plus what I roll. That's 40 damage for the first attack. Now I have to roll Eldritch Blast again. Because I've got multiple blasts. I don't know why I didn't roll the others.
When you do the Eldritch Blast spell, it does it really weird. Because it'll do like, I think it usually does like damage for all of them, but it only does one attack roll.
Which is weird. So that is 42 damage.
All right. And that is going to be enough to drop that one.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how you're doing there. You're just like really close, putting your hand out there, like, blasting its head off.
I'm just gonna walk up to it and put. It's like I always wanted to see what elephant brains look like, and just blast it in the face. And then like step back.
Anything else you're doing?
Uh, Body Desperation. Hmm. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I haven't used my reaction yet. I'm going to use infectious. What's it called? I'm sorry. It's one of my class features. It's basically I can give um I can give infectious inspiration. I can give um someone bardic inspiration twice as long as I use my reaction, my bonus action. Okay, so I'm going to give one to Poe and one to Ramza. One using reaction, one using my bonus action, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, so keep in mind, Poe and Ramza, you both got bardic inspiration.
Yep, and they as long as you don't, as long if you do fail, you don't lose that bardic inspiration. It only goes away on a unsuccessful, whatever you use it for.
Bardic
Sounds
inspiration
good.
can get pretty impressive late in game.
Well, I think it's just I think it's like because I'm an eloquence bard, it's like really kind of part of their kit to like
Yeah.
buff bard inspiration.
Yeah, so it's the subclass that's really giving you the nice extras to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like that. That's really nice that you get to keep it until it's a success. So there's no harm in using it if you even if you don't know the outcome yet.
Mm-hmm. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry, my cat wants out.
All right. So that was everything for your turn, though.
There you go, princess.
So Poe, what you do?
Yeah, fucking gargantuan monster. Let's how I'm going to call it for some divine intervention. Maybe it'll work this time. Maybe the Raven. Well, actually, I think it's only worked once before. Yeah, it's only worked once. But it can't hurt to ask for help again. Merciful Raven Queen, please do not let those tentacles touch me. I rolled a 3. Divine intervention.
What do you need to get on divine intervention?
A 16 or lower.
16 or lower. Nice.
And when they intervene, you can't use this feature again for 7 days.
All right. Give me the text of divine intervention. I want to see kind of like how good it can be.
Beginning at 10th level, you can call on your deity to intervene on your behalf when your need is great. Imploring your deity's aid requires you to use your action. Describe the assistance. Oh, I actually had to describe the assistance you seek, but I think you know. You could pretty much assume what assistance I want. And roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or lower than your cleric level, your deity intervenes. The DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain spell would be appropriate.
All right. What are you hoping it'll for the Raven Queen to do for you?
Perhaps smite the giant creature.
No, I fight giant creature. No,
Well,
go ahead and use that. That's a good use of divine intervention, to be honest. So
I don't know about smiting it outright, but I think she could hamper it in some way for you. What do you think? Well, like, would you prefer something that would deal massive damage to its main body, or something that could help with dealing with these tentacles? Because there are other things that this thing's going to do on tentacles, with those tentacles on initiative of 20. And, she could definitely stop that.
Ah, man, my brain's kind of fried still.
Basically, you got the chance to do that she'll do some massive damage to it. I'd give you, let's say the same damage as a meteor swarm. Not meteor swarm. Yeah, maybe meteor swarm. That's the 9th level spell, right?
yeah,
I don't know.
The 9th level wizard spell, meteor storm, or is it just called meteor, or meteor shower? I know it's one of the higher damage spells you can get for a wizard.
Meteor Swarm, 9th level evocation. I mean, that would be fine.
I'd give you that she could do like the main, or damage equivalent to that, to the main body of it, or she could do something to deal with these tentacles to keep them from messing with you guys as much during the fight.
Honestly, like, that's what I kind of first actually said. So maybe we should go with that, because it kind of like a monkey's paw, first thing you said, sort of thing, I'd imagine.
All right.
So let's go with the tentacle thing. Like, maybe have it harder, make it harder for it to attack us or something.
As Poe prays, like everybody else on the battlefield, you see, as he's offering this prayer, what looks like a shadow coming up behind him, like his own shadow coming up off of the floor, and it uh, expands out. Think you see for the moment the silhouette of a woman before wings pop out of it, and what look like spectral ravens come flying through the whole place. Uh, uh, Reaching out and grabbing at these tentacles, uh, ripping at them, seeming to try and devour them, and they uh, end up beating them back to where the tentacles themselves seem to almost retract back into this body, causing the mass at the bottom to get bigger and bigger. Uh, and these ravens keep flying around, pecking at the thing, uh, and it flails the tentacles around, trying to take as many of them out as possible.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Oh yeah. Also, I had that Ren's spirit thing. How much do I heal from that?
You said it was
Yeah.
a 6, right?
And 1d6.
1d6.
Yes.
All right. So that's 5.
Yeah, that actually saved you guys a couple of more checks throughout the fight. Uh, to avoid getting hit by flailing tentacles. Anything else you're going to do?
Huh? Oldie but a goodie. Though I am running out of spell slots. Gonna do a 4th level spiritual weapon on the start cut it, having it cut up the still poison mind flayers. So I need to make a melee. So there's a 32 hit.
32 definitely hits.
All right, and so that would be 3d8 damage. Man, this thing is actually kind of like way better than it was when I was level 6. So that's okay, yeah, so plus 10, so that's 21 force damage.
Let me check its HP, because that's pretty close, but I think it's... Yeah, it's still going to survive that hit. And that means it takes some damage. It gets to make a chance at saving from this, or from the hold person spell, or hold monster. 211? That's 24, right? And
Yeah.
wisdom?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the one that has a chance of saving, but it's only like a 10% chance per roll. So 20 and 18, it's still held.
Yep.
As you slice at it, Wicked, you see it try to move, just its hands move like a fraction of an inch before they just fall right back into place. It tried to struggle against it and failed. Anything else you're doing, Wicked?
Nope.
All right, let's see if Mert shows up for combat. Mert, you there?
Yeah.
All right. Did you get your damage earlier. I don't know if we could hear you could hear us. You got targeted and hit by this thing when it first popped up.
I don't think I did. I think I might have been grabbing something, trying to stay awake.
Yeah, there was the well, there was the initial 20 damage that you would have taken, bludgeoning damage, when it first popped up. But then it targeted you specifically and hit you for, let's see, what was it? I believe it was 41 and 19. And that was 41 bludgeoning damage, 19 acid damage. If it matters for your character. I have actually no idea what kind of resistances your character has.
Diseased and frightened. That's about it.
Yeah, I know Ramza, it's like everything but psychic, pretty much.
I have advantage against any spells and magical effects, but I don't think that was anything there. So
No, that one. Any
okay.
spells or magical stuff. But that makes it your turn.
Okay, and this thing's still really close to everybody, or
No, now, because of Poe's divine intervention, all these spectral ravens have started attacking the tentacles, and it's not attacking you guys up on the ridge anymore. It's dealing with those things right now. And it is about, like, the closest part of the main body to the edges of the ridge you guys are would be about 15 feet away from you. In fact, if you guys want to be a little loose with it right now, until the end of the turn, so for it's not going to be doing anything against any of you guys. So if you want to think about how your characters are going to get to the main body, because it's going to be the closest, like I said, is about 15 feet away from you. But you've got 15 feet of air there, too. So you can't get within 5 feet without a 30-foot drop. But if you can fly or levitate or anything like that, or if you got something ranged you want to do, you can hit it.
okay, and all the Illithid are gone.
Not yet. They're still in the cloud kill, and just to be honest with you, I'm fairly sure that cloud kill is going to kill all of them on their turn.
Okay.
If any of them survive, it's going to be by the skin of their teeth.
All right, and you said this thing was like gargantuan.
Oh yeah, it is currently about 55 feet tall. It's got a 20-foot base that's continually expanding out as more and more of it seems to be pumping up out of whatever subterranean place it was in.
Okay.
Just kind of give you the preview. It actually will get closer to that edge. Just as it grows, eventually it'll be right at the edge, and you can melee attack it from there. But it's if you want to give it that long.
Okay, but here's my next question. Is there anywhere that looks like it might be a good spot that would be a platform that I could stand on its body? Like a chunk of flesh that might be falling off that I could just hop onto and start stabbing it.
This thing is more like a gelatinous mass.
Damn
gets places like that, but they form and then they disappear. I'd give you something like an athletics or acrobatics check to try and run and jump to it and climb and things like that as the stuff is forming. It wouldn't be easy.
All right, so I'm gonna do that.
I mean, what worst that can happen is a 30-foot fall if you fail.
And if I do start to fall, I can just misty step back up to the shelf.
Yeah.
That's kind of the plan. We don't have any elves on the team, so I can't have them toss me.
Given what I described, that this thing's body's like, if you want to do something like that, I put it like a 24 on the check to not lose your footing.
Okay, so anything higher than an 11 with an athletics check. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're gonna give it a shot and see what happens.
Hey, 55% chance, and it's cool if you pull it off.
I got 17. Fuck yeah, dirty 30. Run, jump, and stab it, and fucking bonus action my ass back to the shelves. Like as I'm falling, swing twice and fucking teleport back.
You're an action hero.
I imagine not even swing twice, just like stick the
One,
sword in the
good
body,
stab counts as
do
two
that
attacks.
whole ripping down it thing, and then jumping off and stepping back up to the ledge.
All right, I'm gonna roll my attacks then. The 33 hit.
33 does hit. But believe it or not, the giant thing doesn't have a huge AC.
Okay. All right. Let's go to my spells and see what I have for slots. So is this like those other creatures? It counts as fiend.
It does count as a fiend, yes.
Okay. We're gonna burn those two. I've gotta go back and do some freaking figuring. That's 105 damage with all the smites and stuff. And then I'm gonna Misty Step back up onto the shelf.
Alright. 105.
And then I'm gonna look at Ramza and say, "Your turn."
Whatever, cheater.
Oh, motherfucker, you have a way to fly, don't you?
I gotta use actions to use potions and shit, man. Like I gotta do things. I don't have a way to just fly. Like I got shit going on over here, man. Not a paladin that could just misty step because I'm a fucking broken character.
I'm pretty sure Ramza could just pass the check to run and jump and do what you did. He'd just be kind of stuck there.
Oh, I mean, I get it. I get advantage on all that. I take half damage. What do I care about falling 900 feet? I'll be fine.
It's not even 900 feet. It's 30 feet down.
I'll take damage. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'll just jump.
I think it probably probably wouldn't even total up to 20 damage if you hit the ground.
Yeah, you can just I'll be good. What is it? My go? Am I up?
I don't know. I don't know if you're actually up. I was just
It,
fucking
it actually is.
taunting.
Is it about my damn time for my turn? Shit. All right. After my turn, I'm definitely gonna go get a snack. So I'm gonna go AFK for a minute. All right. Let's go smash some shit. There's a flying thingamabob you said I gotta go kill. That's what's going on.
No, giant blob monster. Pretty much everything are the Illithid aren't dead yet, but they're.
No, I'm definitely going for the bigger monster. I can give a shit less about those little dudes. Bigger monster.
It's just about 15 feet away from the edge of the bridge that you guys are standing.
I get like massive bonuses to jumping and everything. Plus, like my strength is already at 30. Like, I'm pretty sure I could just actually jump this because I think you get double your. You could jump double your movement, right? Like I have 50 feet of movement. Yeah.
Yeah, I would give real easy that you could jump over to this thing, kind of like I was telling Mert.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump onto it
and hold on to it and stuff like that.
I'm not even worried about that yet.
Gave him a 24 athletics check to see if he could not fall and hit the ground.
I'm a barbarian, so I'm gonna run around and do things. Yeah, I pass. And I'm gonna go run up there and attack this thing, I guess, a bunch of times. What is this, big squid monster you said, right?
More like a gelatinous cube with tentacles that come out.
That sounds fun. Let's go ahead and slice at it and see what happens. Who knows? There's 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. I'd imagine this thing has a lot of HP, so we might just action surge here and keep going.
Oh, and one thing I forgot to describe, you will notice after Mert's attack that the wound that he made does seem to start healing up very quickly.
That's pretty intense. We don't want to... So it feels like it's regenerating right now? That's not cool. I crushed this thing, right? In terms of... All right, so that's... let me start doing some math here. So plus 10 is 36. Plus 10 is 34. Plus 10 is 32.
To hit this thing,
plus that 6 for raging. That's 108 base. And let's use... well, I'm on top of it, right? Let's go ahead and use a superiority die. Let's add another D10 to that. And we will do an extra 3 damage. Okay. And so plus 3, 111 right now. And it has to pass a DC 23 wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, it's goaded to only attacking. Well, not good. Well, when you hit a weapon with your target, you can expend a superiority die to add the total damage. Makes a wisdom save. On failure, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls against creatures other than me until the end of my next turn. So 23 wisdom save on one of the attacks at least.
Uh, 23. Hold on a second. I got distracted by
23 wisdom save. You're good.
23 wisdom save.
Yeah.
Well, this thing. One good bit of news is its wisdom save is terrible. It gets +2 to wisdom saves.
So it can't even pass, actually. So, yeah.
It cannot pass it.
So it's goaded. It's goaded to attacking me. I mean, it can attack other targets. It just has disadvantage. We'll go ahead and do that. So I did, again, 111 damage so far. I guess at this point we might as well burn Action Surge and just keep on swinging and try to do as much damage as possible, right? Let's, so we've used the Rage. Let's mark that. Let's use an Action Surge. We've used a Superiority die. Let's go ahead and go back to actions and attack some more. Our Reckless Attack. 1, 2, 3 more attacks. I think did I crit on one of these? No, I thought I did. So it was 111, and now let's add. This is going to be a 36. It's going to be plus 34. That's going to be plus 32. It's going to be plus another 6 for that. And I don't know. Let's just do another D10 superiority die on one of these for just a little bit of meme damage. Another 3, and let's just make it a... What kind of cool attack can I do here? Let's do... When you hit it, you could spend... This thing's a huge creature, right? This is not a large or smaller target, right? Okay, I can't push it. I can't do anything like that.
This thing is,
It's
more
huge.
gargantuan.
Yeah, gargantuan. Gotcha. Perfect. Okay. We'll just I hit it. We're just gonna use a superiority die. It already failed the thing. It doesn't have whatever. 3 more damage. So yeah, I got a total of plus 3 more. 222 total damage on 6 attacks, essentially. And that's yeah, that's that all burnt.
How much?
Yeah.
You said 222.
222. Yes, 222 damage. So yeah, I just imagine, Ramza just sees what's going on, jumps onto the big monster, and just starts trying to chop it, little pieces off, whatever's going on, little tentacles, and just start, we're going haywire up there. We're jumping. We're hanging out. We're slashing away.
Man, I'm not going to tell you guys how much HP this thing had, but
I came close.
damn close. Hey, you came damn close to taking it down that turn.
Yeah, I came close. All right, damn paladin. If he only did some real damage. No, I'm just... All right, I'm gonna take a few minutes away and chill as you guys go on. Continue. I gotta get some grub.
Go ahead. But now it's its turn, and it gets its regenerated HP.